Okay, guys. Paying for box.
Ooh.
To pay or not to pay. Now, in light of the fact that tricking has went up tremendously since the pandemic, and the lames have driven the price of box through the roof.
Through the roof.
Now we're experiencing a recession. We're in a physical recession. I think the definition is 2 months of the stock market being down, basically. So it's been whether they've been faking the numbers or not, we people here on the bottom, we can feel it, and it's been definitely 2 months of the stock market being down. So we're in a recession right now, and box should be going down.
I like that.
Now, with that being said, are you an advocate for paying for box and tricking?
I don't mind it. I don't mind it at all.
Okay.
You know, it's however you want it. I'm down for it. If you want to wine and dine, or if you want to directly, we can do it however you want it. I'm multi-talented.
So, okay, can you go ahead and break your philosophy down for us? Because it sounds like that you don't feel like it's much of a difference between this guy dating this lady and not feeling like he's paying for box, and this guy over here, direct payment, cash exchange for box, direct. You don't feel that there's a difference between dating or tricking off for box and taking care of a woman?
Let's say, we're going to say you're not dating for a purpose. You're just really pointless dating. When I say pointless dating, I mean you have no intention on building anything with this woman.
Or marrying that person.
Okay. Your intention is really to do what you got to do to make her feel comfortable enough for her to give you the box. So now you're going to take her out on dates. You're going to do all the whining and dining just to be able to get the box.
Right.
That's indirectly.
I've heard it that way my whole life. I don't disagree. It's just that I want to frame it differently, and I say taking care of, opposed to. I think it's a difference in taking care of a woman.
Yes, it is.
And
it's a big difference.
And I pulled up with whatever the ticket was. I don't know the current ticket. When we was outside, I think the ticket was 40.
40.
And then
Good
they say
40.
Niggas ran it all the way up to the moon. That's crazy.
About 150 for a quick visit.
For a quick visit. What is a quick visit? That's a quickie?
Basically a quickie. It's the lingo, man. You got to know the lingo if you in the game.
Okay, that's the new lingo. I'm not in the game. I'm not outside, guys.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm inside the house with my wife. Okay, and the streets outside.
Yeah.
So outside in the streets, the new joint is a quick visit.
Yeah, QV.
QV.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah, the going rate for a QV back in the days was like 40. That's why they came with the hot 40.
Hot 40.
Now the average QV is about 150.
150?
Yeah, and that's just you coming in, wham, bam, thank you, ma'am, and leaving. Yeah.
So what if you wanted to, what if you weren't that type of guy? What if you weren't a QV type of guy? And
now you gotta pay for the. It go by quick visit. The average usually it go by quick visit, half an hour, or you can do the whole night.
I mean, what if you getting up in age a little bit, and you're an experienced guy, you got your stamina up, and you need at least an hour.
About 200-300.
200-300?
Yeah, man.
It's crazy. That is crazy work. Okay, so back to the women who selling box.
Yeah.
The guys who drove the price up so high are the less desirables. Let's just put it that way. Let me get off real quick, and then I'm gonna hand it over to you. Pause. Now, the less desirables have driven the price of box up over the last few years, and I don't like that. Even though I'm not outside or anything like that, I just don't like it because I think it makes women disrespect the guys who should be respected.
It do. It is.
You know, and if Blow Joe over here, you know what I'm saying, just your regular lane, then ran the ticket up and so he paid way more for way less.
Yeah.
And then so she expecting that from you too then, right?
Yeah.
The
Let,
same thing, right?
let's do, like I said, this conversation is it's a slippery slope. But let's be honest. Let's be adults about it. Man, they've been buying box since the beginning of the time.
Beginning of time, yeah.
That's
yeah,
the
yeah.
oldest.
We ain't talking about nothing.
That's the oldest hustle in the world.
Yep.
They've been selling box since Jesus Christ was here.
It was the first commodity.
Okay.
It was the first commodity.
Let's not act like it didn't exist or it's a taboo subject. And it's in the world we live in today. It ain't tricking if you got it. But it's a difference. It's a difference between being a trick and tricking. Two different things.
What is a trick?
A trick is a guy that pays for the box. You let me know what your price is, and I agree to that price. I give you the money, you give me the box, and we go our separate ways.
A straight business
It's a business
ordeal.
agreement. Yes.
Okay, now what is tricking?
Tricking is when I take this woman out, splurge my money on her. That's tricking. And a lot of women are looking for guys that are tricking.
Because a lot of those nights don't even end with box.
No, that's not guaranteed. You just got tricked. That's what you got. You hear it on social media all day now.
But he got to experience a evening out with a beautiful looking lady on his arm and everything like that.
That was an escort.
Jesus, boy, you make it sound bad.
I'm just giving you.
Yeah, no, it's the truth.
That
No,
was
it's
an
the truth.
escort.
Yeah.
You paid this woman to be in her presence, to give you some of her time. That's what escorts do.
That's a fact. I'm not fighting you at all on that, brother Cole.
I don't speak nothing but facts.
Yeah, that's a fact.
This ain't got nothing to do with feelings.
Yeah.
This ain't got nothing to do with morals or values. This is strictly facts. And facts are a lot of women these days are looking for guys that trick on them, tricking. And you hear him say, man, I got this trick and he spent all this money on me and I ain't had to do nothing. You just got tricked. That's it. Oh, but when you say, man, hey, how much is that box? Oh, I don't sell it. I don't do that.
So are you saying that modern day dating is for a male is tricking?
That's what it's pretty much set up.
Okay.
No. You do not put everyone in that class.
Of course
when
not.
When you got a lady, you treat a lady like a lady.
Yeah. So it is. There are people still dating because they have mutual interest in
They're
one
dating
another.
with a purpose.
Yeah. They're dating with a purpose. Yeah, I like it.
They're dating with a purpose. But when you have no purpose in this dating, you're dating this woman just to be able to obtain this box. That's what it is. And I say that. I do say that. I tell guys all the time, my young guy, boy, just stop pointless dating. Stop that. I don't pay for it. But you do. You do. You're actually investing more than what a trick would invest.
Because you're dating without a purpose.
Yeah.
Which means you're not really trying to make this your long-term person and or your wife or spouse. And so since you're not doing that and you're still spending money, you're basically the same thing as a trick.
Yeah.
Man, I'm not mad at that. That's a hell of a way to assess that situation, Brother Cole.
You losing. You ain't obtaining nothing. You just spending your hard-earned money.
It's because you're losing time because you're not serious about her, and or she's not serious about you.
Yeah.
You're losing money because you're spending money on her.
Yeah.
And you're not getting anything in return. I don't mean to make it like it has to be a
business transaction.
Yeah, with a business transaction, it's transactional.
Yeah.
It's so it wasn't transactional though.
No.
You took her out, you spent the money, you dropped off, you treated her nice.
Yeah.
Did she treat you nice?
Yeah. No, not for real. She got what she wanted. But like I said, it's a slippery slope because you don't put every woman in that category. But when you present yourself like that, that's what the average man is gonna handle you as. But like I said, when I say pointless dating, man, I'm talking about, man, stop investing your time. Stop lying to this woman. Because that's not what it's called pushing P.
Yeah.
You're not pushing P.
That ain't P.
You're not pushing P by coming at this girl, manipulating her, thinking that you're trying to build something with her, and you finally get the box. Now you're out of there. That ain't player, bro.
Okay, yeah.
That ain't player.
Well, that's why a woman would say, I don't sell box. And that's why a woman would feel like that she's entitled to X amount of time and X amount of your money
Yeah.
spent with her before she gives away any mutual box,
Yeah.
any unfunded box,
Yeah.
which will still be funded from your
Yeah.
assessment. From the way you looking at it, it'll still be funded because, I mean, you did go spend money on that date and spend money on that gas money. You probably went and bought you a new outfit.
Of course.
Yeah, prior podcasts, like some prior podcasts back, they were saying that the women want cash out for their nails, toes before
Some do.
before the date.
Some do.
I would advocate for you to just try to. She's not the one.
No.
Move on. You rather pay for the box. Than somebody that, I need 150 up front before. Like, I mean, you just saw, I think you said 150 for a QV.
Yeah.
And so, man, you could have just went and got you a QV for what you paid to get her nails and toes did.
Like I said, I tell them that. I'm like, bro, man, why go through all them changes? Because you're not trying to build. You're not trying to build. Your intentions are to get to the box, but you're taking the long way. Instead of a lot of guys don't want to be called a trick. Oh, I ain't no trick, I don't pay. But in actuality, you are, bro. You just taking the long route instead of you finding you one on whatever site you can go on, because they do got sites. Go on this site, you see whatever flavor you like, you pick that flavor, y'all get to whatever conversation, and she tell you her price, and you pay her price.
See, now, to the guys who don't want to be seen like or don't want to be called or looked at like a trick. If you are a trick, just go ahead and be whatever you are. Now, to the guys who have moral standards and they're not letting them go, don't let your morals and standards go.
No.
If you weren't raised to buy box, if your dad wasn't buying box and you just don't feel good about buying box, don't buy any box. I don't buy box. Okay, so I wouldn't advocate for you to buy box. but at the same time, I wouldn't advocate for you to get tricked. Not being a trick, but I wouldn't advocate for you to get tricked out of your 150 for toes and nails when you could have got a QV and just been a trick for 150 and been in and out.
Facts.
If that makes sense to any of you guys.
Sense to me.
So what do you think about that?
It make perfect sense to me. Like I said, I say it. I be on my social media sites. I tell the guy all the time. I like, bro, man, stop pointless dating these women. Stop hurting these women by telling them that you want to be with them and you want to do all this and you really don't.
And you did all the wine and dining, and then when you did get the box, you didn't even text her back. No. You ain't responding no more.
That's not fair. That's not fair to her.
He was playing the game with her though.
Yeah, that's not fair to her.
That ain't fair to her.
No, it's not.
No, it's not.
No, don't do that, man. Like I said, we too grown to be playing these little games that we still be playing. Be able to adult and have a great understanding. Communication is key, bro. And
ladies of the night have so much game that some of you guys could actually learn from some of the ladies of the night.
Definitely.
The ladies of the night is going to tell you what your new girlfriends don't like.
Definitely.
But going to help you learn how to move these things like that.
Most definitely.
I never tricked or anything like that, but I know ladies of the night, you know what I'm saying, because I was fly and they like me and I was desirable. Yeah. And so I've had several conversations with ladies of the night.
Yeah.
And they were very informative.
Most definitely.
They were very informative and very intelligent.
They own it.
I didn't even know that was like, man, she's super smart.
And you get into the argument, oh, you gonna get this, you gonna get that. I'm like, to be honest with you, most ladies of the night are very clean. If you want to be upfront about it.
Yeah, they take more baths than the regular lady.
Definitely.
They taking 2-3 of them.
And then they don't do nothing without protection. Nothing. Nothing is, nothing is, everything. Head.
When just a regular bust down will let you take that thing right off real quick. First night.
Facts. So, yeah, let's be.
And she's supposed to be an upstanding good lady.
Yeah. And that's the thing that I don't be. Like, I'll be like, you portraying yourself to be a lady, but the whole time, you playing the game too.
All right, so now, if I was a younger guy and I was the type to have standards, what would you say to me? And if I was a younger guy and I did want to just go have some fun, what would you say to me?
Well, let me be honest. I tell most guys, man, don't really I ain't gonna say take a woman serious, but man, go get yourself together until you're about 25.
Oh, well, I say about 30.
Yeah.
Shout
I
out.
say, man, get yourself together. Learn who you are. Find out what you are. Find out what your purpose is and what you're trying to do. And you put your time into that. And in that case, I would tell you, man, hey, if you got a little money and you want a good time, go pay for some time. Go, it ain't necessarily got to be to where you can find one that actually we can go out, we can have a good time, we can do all that. But at the end of the night, this is still guaranteed. Yeah, I ain't just trying to slut you out. I'm just, I just want to pay for some of your company, but I want this at the end of the night.
Yeah.
You can get that
You can get the
understanding.
guarantee box.
Yeah,
you can
get that
box.
understanding.
Yeah.
But that comes with being an adult and being able to
stand on business.
Yeah.
And not be afraid to say these things out of your. Some of these guys so bashful.
Yeah.
You know, and I don't like the alpha, beta, sigma.
Yeah.
I don't like those words, but if you're a beta guy, okay, and you know you soft.
Yeah.
Come up out of that soft shell. Come up out of that soft shell. They like hard shells, guys.
Yeah, man.
Okay, go ahead and say whatever you need to say to them.
But we get into it where we have to understand that a lot of men are socially not used to dealing with women.
Men are socially awkward. I didn't grow up in that era.
Yeah.
I didn't grow up in that era. I grew up in the era where they challenged you to get how many phone numbers can you get at the football game? Shout out Big True.
Yeah.
They challenged you. They challenged you. Can you? I bet you can't get her. You see what I'm saying? I bet you can't get that number right there. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it was. I grew up in the social era.
Yes, where you had
face to face.
Where you actually had to, man. You see this girl over there. You actually had to, hey man, am I straight? Do I got anything in my you actually had to get your courage up to go over to this woman and approach this woman and talk to this woman. That's the era we grew up in.
I had got so good that was one of my approaches.
Yeah.
Hey, babe, is this something in my nose? Yeah, because I was finna go over here and holler at her.
Yeah.
But I was really doing it off of you.
Okay, I like that one.
Yeah. I had got good. I was younger. It used to work back then. I don't know if it worked anymore.
No,
I'm sure it would. I'm sure it would work for me.
Yeah.
I'm sure it would work for me. Yeah. And I'm sure it wouldn't work for undesirable.
Yeah, you get some of them now that screaming, hey, what your cash app is? That's how they get the.
Now, they told me that too, and I said, and
that's how they approach them. Hey, what your cash app is?
Brother Rico was telling me that, and I said, Brother Rico, I'm not in the game, man.
Yeah.
I couldn't play that. I couldn't play that game.
So it's automatically when I.
As soon as I try to holler at you, you talking about it's transactional.
Yeah, it's transactional.
I mean, I might as well just buy some box. My God. But I don't advocate for that. I do think that you should be smooth enough to understand that this lady right here is a soul loss, is a mind loss. Yeah. Go ahead and move on. It is still some good ladies outside.
It is.
I believe it's a good lady still outside of the world.
I do say that. I don't put all women in the same category. There are great women out here in this world. Let's say that. Let's put that out there and let me get that understood completely. There are some great women out here that are looking for love and will love a man to death.
Some of the best women might be some of those ladies of the night too. Don't be afraid of them, guys.
Yeah.
All right, Brother Cole, I really appreciate you for joining us again. Like, subscribe, guys. Like, subscribe. Okay, it don't cost you nothing unless you're a hater. Okay, and watch this video right here, guys.
Yeah.
That's major.
Yeah.